can't remember a time in my life when I haven't been writing something. My mom used to say I gave her such pains when she was pregnant, I must have been putting pen to paper in the womb. I wish my ability to give people pain stopped there. Unfortunately for me, the primary victim, for as long as I can remember, is myself. I've spent most of my life fighting anxiety. This is the story of the time when it won.
B. Low B. Again.
C minus.
Cherry, this paper was just outstanding. Do you mind if I make a copy of it and use it as an example of how this assignment should be done?
Not at all.
And tell you what, if you don't have class after this, we can meet in my office, make a copy, and talk about your grad school application.
Sure, I have time.
Okay, see you then.
Hey, I'll catch up with you guys later. I need to meet with Dr. Stone Cold Jane Austen for a few minutes. She wants to use my last paper as an example and talk about my grad school acts.
She never likes my writing.
Me either. She always says my research is sound, but I need to visit the writing lab.
Well, maybe you should try that.
That would require me to write it more than 24 hours in advance.
I don't know how you guys do that. I need to start weeks in advance, so I have plenty of time to edit, especially for Dr. Austen.
Clearly it's working.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
See you.
Sherry, I really just wanted to tell you how much I enjoyed your paper. I was bragging about it at a conference last week, and I made sure to talk it up to some colleagues at the schools to which you applied, so hopefully that'll help.
Thanks, Dr. Austen.
She's certainly going out of her way for you.
My pleasure. I look forward to reading your research paper.
Me too. I'm really excited about this one.
You better not let her down.
Speaking of which, I have to get to the library to do some more research. I'll see you on Thursday. Thanks again.
What if you missed some source material? Have you used all possible search terms?
Although I had already spent 3 weeks researching my paper, looking up every book in the library on travelogues and Jane Austen, and interlibrary loaning those we didn't have, I went back again, staying well past midnight and pulling books that were only tangentially related. I spent days reading them. Thankfully, I had my good friend Anxiety to keep me awake. You forgot to do the reading for class. It doesn't matter how good your paper is if you haven't done the reading. When are you going to start your paper anyway? You should have started it 2 weeks ago. And are you sure this is original research? It sounds pretty obvious to me. Maybe somebody's already done it. You'd better go back to the library. If you can't handle this, you'll never get into grad school. I need to start writing. I never get anywhere until I start writing. You need to sleep. You know you get sick if you don't sleep. That sounds like something a high schooler would write. Oh, really? Is that the best you can do? Oh, you should have just slept. Weeks went by like this. The more anxious I got, the less able I was to do anything. I couldn't focus on reading for any of my classes, including the Austen seminar. Every night, I would sit down, try to write, and wind up spending hours only to end up with a blank page. 2 weeks out, I knew I was in serious trouble.
You finished your paper yet?
Yeah, this time I'm determined to get it done or at least I can take it to the writing lab. For once, I want Dr. Austen to like what I've written.
I finished my first draft last night.
Good for you.
And let me guess, you finished yours 2 weeks ago?
They're all finished ahead of you. I'm still working on mine.
Okay, so before we get to our discussion of Pride and Prejudice, how are all of your papers going? Has anyone found anything in their research that they'd like to discuss?
Put your hand down. Are you sure no one's disproving your thesis? You don't want her to think you're stupid, do you?
Sherry?
Oh no, that's okay. I think I need to do a little bit more research before I try to articulate it here.
Okay. Well, if anyone needs any assistance or has any questions, feel free to come to my office hours.
Don't even think about it.
She said she's looking forward to your paper, and you haven't even started it yet. If you go to her for help, she'll know you're lazy, and then you'll never get into grad school.
So I didn't talk to her. I didn't want her to know that I wasn't handling things well and that I needed help. Instead, I continued to fall further and further behind. Finally, I had no choice but to pull an all-nighter.
No! What? No, you can't do this!
So, a week later, Dr. Austin returned our papers.
Yes, an A, finally!
I should go to the writing lab more often.
Sherry, I don't know what happened.
Neither do I.
This paper is extremely out of character for you. Not only is it very unfocused, but at times it's nearly impossible to understand. Is everything all right?
Say yes. Yes. Yes.
No! I don't understand what's been happening, but I've been incapacitated by anxiety.
Sherry, I wish you would have come and talked to me.
I know, I do too. I just thought I could get it in check like I usually can, and by the time I realized I was really struggling, it was so late. I don't like asking for help.
Of course not. Neither do I. It takes a lot of courage. You know, if you don't want to admit you're struggling to your faculty or your friends, we do have free counseling services on campus.
No, I didn't know that. But this is just me getting stressed out about doing good work. I should be able to handle that.
Actually, anxiety can be very debilitating, but it's also something that a good counselor can help you with. I know. You know what? I think you should call over to the medical center and make an appointment as soon as possible. Their information is on the Med Center webpage.
Thanks, Dr. Austin. I'll think about it.
I hope you will.
I did. And although it hasn't made me completely invincible to anxiety, seeing a counselor is one of the best gifts I've given myself. Teaching me techniques to manage my anxiety when it comes up, and providing me with relief from the stress of holding everything inside me. And now, when I know I need help, I ask. I realize even the most badass among us have times when we can't do it alone.
I'm here to just let you know that if you are dealing with any of the anxiety that you just saw, that we are here at the Counseling Center to help you. I'm Dr. Brandy Smith, one of the psychologists here at Student Counseling Services. So the top 3 reasons that people will typically come to our office are for anxiety, which you have seen a snippet of, and what that might look like. And then also if somebody's feeling down, or even if it's feeling more severe to the point of struggling with depression, or if they're having any type of relationship concerns or difficulties. And relationships, as you know, can run the gamut. Romantic, family, roommates, friends, those are the top 3 reasons that people will usually come in, but we also address a wide range of other concerns in a confidential space. One thing I want to emphasize is we're a free service. I know that's an important word for college students, and we are pretty easily accessible. We're right at the corner of Lim Morrison and Duncan in the medical clinic. And for those of you like myself, originally from the South, and you're used to southern directions, we are right across from one of the parking garages on that part of campus. And so we're available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. The best way to get in touch with us is to call us at 334-844-5123. Again, that's our main number, and we're here. We want to make it as inviting a space as possible. We have good people, good offices, and so I would encourage you to come over again and utilize this free service that we offer to students.